Hello everyone and welcome to President. This episode will be dedicated to a worrying hypothesis. What if China decided to militarily support Russia in the Ukraine-Russia conflict? Before we get into the details, it is important to understand what is at stake in this conflict. The Ukraine-Russia conflict. Since February 2022, Ukraine has been invaded by Russia. This situation has created significant diplomatic tension between Russia and Western countries. Since then, Russia has been subject to several sanctions. The conflict led to a series of economic and political consequences around the world, which continue to be felt today. China's position. Until now, China has stayed away from the conflict, preferring to take a neutral position. However, China has important commercial relations with Russia, especially in the energy field. Moreover, China is engaged in a policy of expanding its influence on a global scale, which could lead it to take a position in this conflict. The consequences of Chinese military support for Russia. If China decides to support Russia militarily in the Ukraine-Russia conflict, it could escalate into a larger conflict, causing more serious consequences for global stability with military escalation. Detrimental to all countries involved, including Western countries, which could take action on the scale of such support. First, we see a chain reaction of international economic sanctions against China that would impact its economy. Sanctions could include bans on the import and export of goods, restrictions on financial transactions and asset freezes. Chinese companies would be the most affected, but Western companies that do business with these countries could also suffer significant losses. In addition, this support could harm trade relations between China and Western countries, which may seek to reduce their economic dependence on China. Western companies may seek to diversify their sources of supply and reduce their presence in China, thereby reducing Chinese exports and affecting economic growth. Financial markets could be severely disrupted, leading to a decline in investment and investor confidence. Commodity prices, such as oil and gas, could also rise due to the disruption of trade routes and uncertainties about the stability of the economy. And uncertainties about the stability of supply. China and Russia have also strengthened their trade agreements, and the plan to create a single currency for the BRICS would finally be justified. A strong demand for BRICS membership will emerge, giving rise to a multipolar world that challenges the hegemony of the dollar, of Western countries and the United States in particular. In sum, Chinese military support to Russia in the Ukraine-Russia conflict would have serious consequences. This would lead to further polarization in international relations and fragmentation of the world system into rival economic and political blocs. It is therefore important that China continues to take a neutral position in this conflict. All parties involved should seek to resolve this conflict through peaceful means and dialogue, avoiding military escalation and unilateral acts that could aggravate the situation. What is your opinion on this matter? While waiting for your feedback, thank you for following us. Don't forget to like or subscribe.